welcome back to my channel. I've come on today just to show you a couple of little projects that I've made today. It's my husband's birthday tomorrow and I've made a card from me and a card from my daughter, but my son wanted me to make a bit of a different card, one that we'd seen on Instagram yesterday. Now this is the card and it's called a never ending card. So basically you open it this way. My son's going to write his message to and from in there, and then it opens this way and then this way, and then you go back to the start. So basically it's a never-ending card, and I thought it was just really fun. I mean, I wouldn't send it to anybody in the post that possibly wouldn't know how to work it. I think obviously because we're going to be here when my husband opens the card that we'll be able to explain to him this is how it actually works. But I just thought it was really fun and I had great fun decorating it. I just used a paper pad. Well, I don't have many male sort of themed things, but this was just a cheap pad. I can't even remember where it came from now, and called Game On, and it's just lots of different papers to do with different sports. So I just cut down all the little pieces and stuck them on the individual little panels, and had some stickers as well that I stuck on, just all the way around. So what I thought I'd do, that's the card. I'll also show you what I've made for a little gift. This is a gift from me to my husband. He's a civil engineer, he works on the railway, and he often likes a notebook just to jot things down. So I've just included this little notebook. I bought the actual book itself from B&M, and I think it's meant for revision notes. It did say on the front of it revision notes, so I've just covered it using the tutorial that Ashley Paper and Twine did. I think it was her first one in the series of Christmas crafting that she's doing, and she'd done just like a really small notepad. So this was the one I found in B&M, and I just used the same principles basically to do that. I have got some magnets that I've been trying to use to seal one of the boxes, if you remember the boxes that I made, but I haven't done anything. You can actually see the little magnets, but they're so small and so fiddly that I just didn't want to fiddle on with them today, because it's, as I say, it's his birthday tomorrow. So I've got some Velcro dots, so I just used those. So I was quite pleased with that. He loves anything to do with watches, he collects watches, so I thought that paper was quite nice. The paper is actually from this book here. It's called Papers, 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 and I actually saw Roz talking about this, Roz Crafty Mama Paper Crafts. She'd picked it up somewhere. I don't know if it's a charity shop or eBay, but I went on eBay and I found this for just under £4, and it's full. Oh, they're not double-sided, they're just single-sided, but it was full of images, and that's why it keeps opening on the plain side, but there is images in between each. I mean, I could have used that possibly because my husband does like football and golf, and I was thinking about that as well because he's a big cricket fan, but I just went with I loved the colours on this one. So that was the little notepad that I'm going to include in his birthday presents. So what I thought I would do today while I was on, I'll show you this. As I said, I copied it from a little snippet, tiny wee video I watched on Instagram yesterday or the day before. If I can find it and remember who produced that video, I'll link down below. I'm not sure I'll be able to find it now, but I thought I would quickly show you how to make the main part of this. Obviously not decorated because it did actually take me quite a while to decorate it, but the actual card itself, I thought I'd try and show you how I made it. So let's have a look. To start with, what you're going to need is 4 pieces of 6 by 3 inch card. Now I haven't gone for very thick card. I think the thinner the card, the better it is to actually move the card. So you need 4 pieces of this card, and each piece needs to be scored on the long side 1.5 inches in, and then you turn it round and 1.5 inches again, and then if you turn it onto the short side and score at 1.5, but only take it up to your first score line, and then if you turn it that way, do the same again, so it's 1.5, and then score just up to the score line. So basically then what you'll have is 4 pieces of card, all scored 1.5 and 1.5, and then your 1.5 in the centre just up to the score line. So you need 4 pieces exactly the same as that. So you end up with 4 like that. Now what we're going to do is going to take 2 of them and actually place them together like that, and line them up as best you can. So you've got the long score line running right down. This is going to be easier said than done. And then take a bit of washi tape, just a little bit, to hold your 2 pieces together. Just stick that down in the centre there. Then what you're going to need to do, now actually I wonder whether I should try and do it that way. I've been using the Cosmic Shimmer glue, but I'm going to have to wait for this to dry. No, I'll go with it because the glue does stick better than I think the tape. You put a piece of the smidgen of glue in this corner and in this corner, and then you take one of your other pieces and you line it up on there, and you stick it down, and glue everywhere, and then do the same on the other side. Put some glue in that box in that corner, and then your box in this corner, and then put down your remaining piece. Again, line it up the best you can and press that down. So effectively it should be stuck in all 4 corners. Now then, let me think about this. I've got it written down to the side because this is where I go wrong. I just want to give this a little time, so you can see it's starting to resemble that now. So that's your bit with your gap in the middle there. So I just want to give this enough time. Then what you need to do is you need to turn that there. Just reach for the bone folder and just use that on there, and then do the same on this side. That gets folded over like that, and again use your bone folder there just to those edges. Okay, and then you can take the tape off. Now if you turn it that way and actually fold it again, and again with the bone folder just to get those edges, the creases, and then again on this side like that, and that's basically it. So if we look now, we've got our card that just goes round and round and round. Isn't that clever? And that really is it. So I started with that way, like that, and basically all I've done is I've put the 2 sections of little football print on there, and then the 4 separate little ones on there, and then I've put the sentiment on there. As you can see, that opens like that, and that opens like that, and then like that, and like that. So you do end up, that's the same thing there. Now the thing that did flummox me a little bit, when you do come to stick down all of your patterned paper, some of my patterned paper, I don't know what it is with it, but it was upside down when you turned it round. So whichever way you want to actually have, so if you were having something that was directional paper, you need to be careful which way, once it turns round, which way you want to keep it facing, or whether you maybe wouldn't be too bothered about that. So as you can see with this one, there's all the footballers are the right way round, and all of the cups sit in the right way, and the golf isn't upside down. And then my son will write his to Dad, Daniel, on there, and then again the cups are the right way around, and there's more golf there. Because this page here, for some reason, I put it what I felt was the right way around. I can't remember what I had on these, but they were very directional. You had to have them a certain way. And then all of a sudden they were upside down when I turned it round. So I went for some swimmers, because they're swimming in all directions. Same with the middle bit. I went with a paper that doesn't matter which way around it was, because it was fooling me. I don't know what I did wrong, but I thought I got it all right. And then when I started playing with it, things were upside down. So that's the only thing to watch with it. But really easy to make, and I just think it's really clever the way it just goes round and round. So I think I'll probably do something with this one, maybe make it into like a little Christmas with it. I've just chose the red card, but it doesn't need to be a very thick card. But I'll maybe try and put in the description below just the measurements and try and explain how it's done. But as I say, it's easier to sort of watch the video and pause it step by step. But I was quite pleased with that, and I think my husband will like it. It's fun, and I hope he likes his little notebook as well. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.